I'm Lori Emin. I'm the art specialist at Connect, and this is my 7th year here. It's been an interesting journey for me as a teacher, just really working through the whole teaching and learning through the inquiry process in art. The program that I've developed here is very different from what I've done in the past, and I've really moved away from being that teacher that stands at the front of the class, tells the kids what they're going to be learning, and does a step-by-step. Everybody does the same thing, cookie cutter approach. Kids just aren't interested in that. So through the years, I've really given a lot of the I guess, control or the ownership over to the students, and they come in. I never know what I'm teaching in a term. They come in and they tell me where their interests are.
Well, I used to foster kittens, and their fur is so soft, so I kind of just wanted to remember it. And so basically what I mainly learned was how to do fur and make it look soft and realistic.
When the students come in grade 4 and 5, we do a lot of brainstorming on the board. We look at what their interests are, and from there the class decides what we're going to learn. So I identify key concepts that they need to learn through those projects to meet curricular objectives. And then I give them a lot of, freedom within the guidelines of those projects to really be creative and to experiment and to come up with a project that is very much their own. This is a grade 5 painting project. When the class came in, they identified painting as the area that they wanted to learn about. So each student chose their own subject matter. So they were engaged, they were interested, they wanted to learn how to do that particular thing. And this student started out by doing the typical thing, opening up a bottle of paint and dumping a single color onto her palette, and then starting to paint the color or the background color in that solid blue. So we talked about brush stroke, we talked about directionality of the brush stroke, we talked about mixing colors.
If it was a cat like they're doing, then you would need to do small tiny little brush strokes, but in this one you need to go really long and big and use a lot of paint.
Grade 7, 8, 9, we go with an independent projects-based program. So each student comes in and they identify what it is they want to learn about, what they're interested in. So what that looks like in my classroom is that at any given time, you could walk in, there might be students painting, some doing clay hand building, other students on the wheel or doing plaster sculpture. Really, the range is huge. It's the thing that they feel passionate about and what they are really wanting to inquire into and know about and learn how to do. The art that I see the kids producing is definitely of a higher quality than when I was choosing projects that they just weren't interested in. Now the kids come in, they're excited to get into class, they don't want to leave class, and they're really engaged in the work that they're doing during class. They're very committed. The quality of their design, the design process that they go through, and then the quality of the final work is so much higher because it matters to them. In an art room or in any classroom, kids come to you with such a range of skills and knowledge and experience that it really allows me to meet each student where they are and to give them the specific things that they need. And kids that are excelling, they're able to move ahead and move at their own pace and really delve deeper into the projects. But it's interesting, it's not so product focused in the classroom. It's more about having the freedom to really experiment and to take risks and to dive into the thing that you want to know about and that you want to learn about.
Doing this, I always thought clay was the only thing you could really sculpt with and that it didn't really go on a painting.
With color mixing, I realized that you really have to make sure that your colors are different. And with brushwork, you need to be able to have very small brush strokes, but make sure they're actually spread out?
So to start each project, we really focus on planning. So what is it that you want to learn? Why do you want to make this artwork? What is it that engages you? What is it that you have to say as an artist? So what are you trying to express? What are you trying to get your audience to think about or consider when they look at your artwork? So the kids go through a process where they answer questions where they consider each of these things within the artwork that they're creating. And then we look at a whole process section. So what challenges am I going to face? What skills do I have that I can draw on? What skills will I need to learn? Where can I go to learn those? Who are my resources? Where are my resources? So is it just the teacher? And I really encourage them to become more independent and to look beyond just the classroom and the teacher, to look at the other experts in the classroom that have worked on projects like they're doing before, to look online, to ask parents, ask relatives. And it's really incredible the amount of engagement outside of the classroom that the kids are willing to pursue in finding the information that they need to complete their project. So the final part of the planning process product is the product, and that's where the kids actually and I sit down and we look at the final piece of work that they've created. And even then, it's not so much about just that product. It's about the risks that they took, and it's about the learning, the journey that they've been on, the skills that they've gained, the understanding, the knowledge, and really getting them to reflect back about what they would change if they could, what they could improve, or what they're really, really proud of, what went very well for them. So the art I see kids producing at Connect is amazing. It's personal. It's something that they care about, that they are excited about. And it's wonderful to see kids that maybe didn't view themselves as artists, looking at themselves in a different way and feeling really proud of what they were able to create.
Grade 5?
This is a grade 5 painting